They say your mind can build you or destroy you. It can make you a winner or keep you a prisoner. Most people spend their lives fighting the world, but the real battle is inside their own head. This is the story of a boy who lost everything, not because of others, but because of his own thoughts. How he learned that your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Armand was an ordinary young man. He lived in a small town, full of dreams and hope. He wanted to start his own business to prove to his family that he could create something big. But life wasn't kintoim. His first attempt failed badly. He lost the little money he had saved, and with it, he lost his confidence. People began to whisper behind his back. Armand tried to be smart, bought a golden tea, even run a small shop. He laughed in front of them, but every word cut him deep inside. Soon, he stopped trying. He stopped dreaming. And worst of all, he stopped believing in himself. Days turned into months. Armand stayed at home most of the time, silent, cold, and lost. He'd wake up late, scroll through his phone, and think, what's the point? I'll fail again. His mind started playing games with him, filling him with doubt, fear, and regret. Every time he thought about trying again, his mind whispered, "Don't even try. You're not good enough." One day his father came to him and said, "Son, life doesn't end with one failure. Try again." But Armand shouted, "You don't understand. I'm not capable." That night, he sat in the dark, thinking maybe his father was wrong, or maybe his mind was lying. A few days later, Armand met an old teacher from his school. The man looked at him and said, "Armand, what happened to you? You were once the brightest student in my class." Armand smiled sadly. "Sir, life happened, but he made a and now I'm just tired." The teacher looked into his eyes and said softly, "Listen carefully, Armand. Your failure didn't destroy you, your thoughts did." Armand was confused. The teacher continued, "The mind is a powerful thing. If you fill it with doubt, it will create excuses. If you fill it with hope, it will create opportunities." Then he said something that stayed in Armand's heart forever. "Your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant flowers, weeds will grow on their own." And just like that, something inside Armand changed. That night, he looked in the mirror and said to himself, "I've spent so much time being my own enemy. Maybe it's time to become my own friend." The next morning, he woke up early. He cleaned his small room, made a plan, and wrote one line on paper, one small step every day. He began reading, learning, and trying again, slowly, quietly, consistently. He opened a small stall, selling tea and snacks. This time, he didn't care if people laughed. He didn't care about the past. He just focused on one thing, not letting his mind control him anymore. Every time his thoughts whispered, "You can't," he replied softly. "Just watch me, months passé." The small stall turned into a shop. The shop turned into a cafe. People who once laughed at him now came to his place for tea. The same people who said he couldn't make it. One evening, his old teacher visited him again. He smiled and said, "You did it, Armand." Armand replied, "No, sir. We did it. Me and my mind." He paused, then added with a smile, "Once, my mind was my enemy. Now, it's my best friend." The teacher nodded. "That's the real victory, my son. Not winning against the world, but winning against your own thoughts. So, remember this. Your mind can either lift you up or pull you down. It can tell you, you can do it, or whisper, you're not enough. The choice is yours, Every morning, when you wake up, you are standing at a door. One door leads to doubt, fear, and excuses. The other leads to belief, hope, and progress. Which door you open depends on what you choose to think. Because your mind is not your master. It is your mirror. It reflects what you feed it. Feed it courage. Feed it positivity. Feed it fight, and soon, your mind will become your greatest friend, guiding you toward the life you've always wanted. Remember, change your mind, and you'll change your world.